See Labota gets it under control. Out wide, Trace Knievy gets forward from right full. First time, puts it into the area. Yes. Lindsay McKee does well to get it under control. Just couldn't dig out across. Goes back to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan has time and space. Left footed delivery. Thompson tries the back header. It'll be eventually cleared by Leah Brady here, who has it under control. Shauna Brennan gets the ball back for Billy Cleary's team. Lucia Laboto, good ball down the line to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee tries to manufacture a bit of space, and that's precisely what she does. And a great pass to Trace Knievy on the far side. Trace Knievy, though, has her pocket picked by Caitlin Keogh, who worked well for her team there. She's on the deck. The Athlone players not too happy. Believe the game should be stopped, but play on until now. But referee Joe Hession sees that Caitlin Keogh, we think, is on the deck. He has a word with a few of the Athlone Town players who were protesting. Joe Hession's the man in charge. He allows attention come in. But lively enough start, Ricky.
Yeah, very impressed so far. Galway seem to have the majority of the play, about 70% of the play, but Athlone have a very simple, direct strategy. What they're doing is they're looking for the long ball over the top, looking for Kelly Brennan, looking for Caitlin Keogh, who are two very fine players, and they're being backed up then by young Fiona Owens there at number 2. They do look very, very dangerous every time they get it. We need to be on our toes at the back. We can't go to sleep even though we have the vast majority of the possession. Galway are getting great joy up here on their left hand wing with Lindsay McKee. Roisin Jacob is marking her, who's technically an excellent player, but McKee seems to have her for a bit of pace. So if we keep probing down this left hand side, maybe we might get some joy out of it.
Certainly there has been warning signs, and Athlone, when they do go direct, they do have two willing front runners up there. It's certainly been a feature of the game so far as Ellie O'Flaherty gets the ball back and does ever so well on the right hand side, gets across into the area. Athlone eventually get it away through Paula Doran, but that was good play from Ellie O'Flaherty. But again, as Ricky, you alluded to there, the willingness of Kelly Brennan, who nearly got the ball under control, but the very, very pacey front pair as Shauna Fox goes across to captain Ciara Cormacan. Cormacan to Shauna Brennan. She's plenty of room to dash into here. Shauna Brennan slips a pass to Tessa Mullins. Good control from Tessa Mullins. Has Trace Knievy on the right if she can get the ball out there. Just about Trace Knievy. Good touch from Trace Knievy to Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan tries to go down the line, but it's cut out by Roisin Jacob. And it'll be a throw in quickly taken by Lindsay McKee back to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan. Good skill from Shauna Brennan. Goes into Athlone territory. Left foot across to the back stick. Ellie O'Flaherty tries to get there in time, and she does. Ellie O'Flaherty, lovely control. Gets inside Hetherington. Ellie O'Flaherty gets it into the area. Ow! And all it needed was a touch. Aoife Thompson back to Shauna Brennan. Can she unleash a shot? Yes, she can, but it's well gathered by Niamh Coombs. Excellent footwork from Ellie O'Flaherty. Somehow got a cross in there following wizardry on the end line, but unfortunately no one inside was able to get the required touch in the area as Athlone survive a significant scare. Niamh Coombs' kick out goes deep into Galway territory. Trace Knievy is cool and calm. Billy Cleary quickly feeds the ball to Trace Knievy, who gives it to Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox looks up looking for Shauna Brennan, who was dashed into a bit of space but just can't get the pass as Amanda Budden goes direct. Tessa Mullins heads it down and gets the ball under control and hooks it down the line. Unfortunately though, it trickles out of play. It'll be a throw in to be taken by Robin Hetherington. Played some football with UCD Waves, Robin Hetherington. Notable hockey players also with Old Alexander in Dublin, as Lucia Labota does well, and she powers into the Athlone Town half and onto the edge of the area, shoots. It eventually goes wide, but good approach work there, Ricky, from Lucia Labota.
Awfully unlucky there from Lucia. Another fine player that we've got back from a soccer scholarship in America. Thankfully, due to the coronavirus, she wasn't able to travel, but it's a great benefit for us. But she drove on, very, very strong player on the ball, and unfortunately just didn't connect as well as she might have hoped.
Coronavirus has also ensured that Maeve de Burka is still around in Galway, and it's nice to see Maeve de Burka back on the bench this evening. She had intended to go on her travels, but the coronavirus has put paid to many people's plans and ambitions, I suppose, this year. But Maeve de Burka, in fairness, is making the best of it, and she's happy to be involved with Galway Women's FC for another season, as Robin Hetherington gets the ball from Billy Cleary and will take a throw in for Athlone Town as the rain begins to pour down from a grim grey sky here at Eamon DC Park, and the forecast isn't pleasant as the rain thunders down here, and it's heavy rainfall now for the first 20 minutes or so. We got through relatively unscathed, but Savannah McCarthy has her pocket picked by Fiona Owens. A good pass to Kelly Brennan. Her shot is well saved by Amanda Budden. Owens on the follow-up is beaten to it though by Budden, and that was another reminder, Ricky, of, as you mentioned previously, Fiona Owens is putting pressure on there in the centre of the park, and Brennan and her strike partner Kyo are very, very lively too.
Yeah, it's that link play again between those three front players. Fiona Owens looks very, very sharp, very, very lively. She's on to everything that breaks, and again linking up with Brennan, who was outstanding for us last year at under 17, and is proven to be a very, very good young player here for Athlone tonight.
Fiona Owens, who has experience with Peamount too. It's a good place to learn your football, as Savannah McCarthy looks up, about to take a free kick for Galway Women's FC here, maybe 20 yards into the Athlone half. Savannah McCarthy looks up, she chips it into the area looking for Aoife Thompson. Bit of a nudge from Leah Brady, but referee Joe Hessian, he's been in control so far, doesn't deem anything untoward happened. Shauna Brennan retrieves possession for the home team. Ciara Cormican goes all the way back to Amanda Budden, gets it under control and clips a nice pass out to right full Trace Knievy, who has plenty of room to run into here, and Trace Knievy will take that opportunity. Robin Hetherington eventually comes in and makes a good challenge as Savannah McCarthy under pressure in the centre of the park. Free kick to the home team. Tessa Mullins tries to get the quick one, but it was 5 yards from where the incident took place, and referee Joe Hessian puts Billy Cleary urges the Galway team to get the ball down, and he wants them to play, but they have numbers gone into the opposition half. Shauna Fox, her free kick helped set up Aoife Thompson's goal against DLR Waves a few weeks ago. Lucy Laboto just couldn't get it under control with that header, and it's well taken in by Caitlin Kyo. Good hold up play, assistant on the far side flags, and Joe Hessian gives the free kick to Athlone Town, who will be satisfied to have come through the first quarter here without leaking a goal. And very similar to how they performed against Wexford Youths, they've been dogged and determined. They've shown some nice touches too on occasion, and they will be happy with how this game is going. Ball comes into Galway territory. Shauna Brennan hooks it away. Aoife Thompson goes in chase. Fiona Owens back to skipper Paula Doran. Good challenge from Van McCarthy. Ellie O'Flaherty. Lovely footwork again from Ellie O'Flaherty, who skips into the Athlone half and releases a lovely reverse pass to Aoife Thompson. Thompson across the goal. Lindsay McKee just can't make the requisite connection, but an excellent approach work there. Ricky just lacked the finish.
It was fantastic play. Ellie O'Flaherty again taking on the defenders, using her pace to get by them. Superb ball through to Aoife Thompson, who showed great awareness of where Lindsay McKee was, and unfortunately Lindsay was just beaten to the ball by young Caleb Brady.
So much to admire in the approach work of Galway's front three here. Ellie O'Flaherty, Aoife Thompson and Lindsay McKee all have a bit of skill, and all are willing to create chances for their colleagues. The problem and the next challenge is to make sure that one of those chances count, and that's what Billy Cleary bemoaned after the game against DLR Waves, because Galway were on top, similar to this evening. They were on top in that game, but they didn't make that dominance count, and chances have been crafted so far. Unfortunately, from a Galwegian perspective, the Athlone net hasn't rattled yet. Throw in is going to be taken maybe 12 yards from the corner flag. It's going to be taken by Robin Hetherington. Paula Doran tries to come short, then thinks otherwise, comes short again with Tessa Mullins in close proximity. Savannah McCarthy is there alongside Kayla Brady. And now it's going to be a throw in to the home team as Trace Kenevi scampers forward, wants to get the game going quickly. That's how Galway like to play the game, to Aoife Thompson. Trace Kenevi owns, nearly cuts it out. Loboto does well and unleashes a right-footed drive that doesn't go too far away, Ricky, and another moment where Lucia Loboto showed her willingness to work for the team.
Another great effort by Lucia. Yeah, she's a very, very strong player, very technically excellent, and again, just unfortunate that it was off target. The last couple of chances we've had, Keane, the ball has gone across that 6-yard box. As a colleague of mine once said, you got to get in where it hurts. Physical pain is temporary, mental pain is permanent, and if we lose this tonight, that memory will stick with us and will hurt for a long time.
Hungry in the box is what Eamon Deasy used to always call it in his playing days with West United and Galway United. I'm sure that you've heard it said many times, a man who the ground is named after here, but Eamon Deasy was always a man that said you have to be hungry in the box, and that's certainly the case as Athlone tried to get on the attack. Lindsay McKee does well, but Tessa Mullins' pass just slightly overhit, but Tessa Mullins has been prominent so far. Going to be a foul throw by Roisin Jacob. So it'll be throw in here to be taken by Galway left full. Shauna Brennan in the 26th minute goes back to Ciara Cormacan. Cormacan, smart approach work and good control from Aoife Thompson as Ellie O'Flaherty and Robin Hetherington collide in the first side. Good strength from Ellie O'Flaherty. Ellie O'Flaherty gets into the area. Can she dig out across with her right foot? She can, but unfortunately it was just from an acute angle. However, once again, the clever front work of Aoife Thompson, who held the ball up smartly, and Ellie O'Flaherty, who is causing Athlone significant bother on the far side, evident. And that's very, very encouraging for the home team. Their front three are causing problems. Billy Cleary has selection issues trying to fit all the attacking options at his disposal. You have the likes of Sinead Donovan on the bench, and you've clever players like Jamie Turrentine, the American also, so plenty of attacking options, but the three that are out there this evening have caused Athlone plenty of bother. Just need to find the finish. Aoife Thompson shouts of handball from the visitors, but play on. Savannah McCarthy to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan back to Ciara Cormacan. Cormacan left footed. Tessa Mullins gets it under control. Thought about giving it out to Trace Kenevi, but then thought otherwise. Ciara Cormacan. Kelly Brennan comes in and a firm challenge from Tessa Mullins. Play on. Referee Joe Hession. Shauna Brennan might have to go back to recycle possession. Gives it to Shauna Fox, who looks up. Shauna Fox looking for Ellie O'Flaherty. Robin Hetherington just got there, and then it's eventually cleared by Kaylee Shine as Galway seek to build from the back again. Ciara Cormacan to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins tries to find Shauna Brennan, but Kelly Brennan is working hard for the Athlone Town cause. And Tessa Mullins comes in, good tackle, gets there ahead of Fiona Owens. Tessa Mullins, but Fiona Owens comes back. Tessa Mullins eventually gets the ball out to Ellie O'Flaherty. Ellie O'Flaherty has Trace Kenevi steaming down the right flank. Trace Kenevi goes inside to Ellie O'Flaherty. Good tackle from Shine though. Her attempted clearance blocked by Savannah McCarthy. It's going to go out for another throw in to be taken by Robin Hetherington. Robin Hetherington goes down the line. Savannah McCarthy and Shauna Fox just can't get it under control. And Kayla Brady, Kelly Brennan and Shauna Brennan go for possession. Kelly Brennan though is dispossessed by an excellent challenge from the Galway captain Ciara Cormacan. Kelly Brennan though is grafting for her team in attack, and she's working hard. It looks like we're going to have a substitution here for Athlone Town. Roisin Jacob appears to be going off, Ricky.
Yeah, as I said to Keane earlier, Roisin, technically excellent player, but she seemed to be just lacking a little bit of pace there against Lindsay. She was giving her a bit of problems coming up this left wing for Galway. So it looks like Tommy has just decided to make a change and try and put a noose on Lindsay's freedom.
Ali Hetherington enters the fray as Trace Knievy comes out from the back. Robin Hetherington to Kayla Brady. Ellie O'Flaherty does well to win possession back and feeds right full Trace Knievy to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy to Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson to Lucia Labota. Lucia Labota to Lindsay McKee. Back to Lucia Labota. Fiona Owens though has battled well for her team, wins possession back. Kaylee Shine looking to go over the top. That's been a theme in the first half though, Ricky, their willingness to go direct quickly, and with two lively front runners it's hard to blame Athlone.
That's it, Keane. That's it. You can see that that's their approach to the game. They're looking for their two front runners who are having a very, very fine game, that do look exciting so they do when they're on the ball.
Plenty of good young talent in both camps. Trace Knievy, one of the teenagers for the home team, throws it down the line to Aoife Thompson. 3 goals so far this season, always a threat. Aoife Thompson back to captain Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan goes wide left looking for Lindsay McKee, and Ali Hetherington just into the game, beaten to it by Shauna Brennan as Savannah McCarthy tries to release Lindsay McKee, but there's been a rejig in the Athlone defence with Leah Brady coming out here to the rightful position. Athlone break with Paula Doran, goes down the line to Kelly Brennan, who's popping up in all sorts of areas for Athlone. She is a very, very promising player. There'll be a throw in on the far side to be taken by Robin Hetherington. Robin Hetherington might have to go long here. Fiona Owens makes herself available. Savannah McCarthy is there though, and Fiona Owens shows good strength, but Trace Knievy made a firm challenge. Shauna Fox gets the ball away. Leah Brady tries to slip a pass through, put out by Tessa Mullins, but Brady at the second attempt to Kelly Brennan. Trace Knievy makes a challenge. Brennan then subsequently kicks it over the end line, and it's going to be a goal kick to be taken by Amanda Budden. Might be a change in football here, as we see John Devlin on the far side. Throw in by Trace Knievy, looking for Tessa Mullins. Savannah McCarthy nips in, gives it to Trace Knievy. Savannah McCarthy to Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson gets it under control, looks up, tries to release Ellie O'Flaherty. It was a good idea from Aoife Thompson, she just couldn't get enough purchase on it. It's cut out by Robin Hetherington, who goes direct. Shauna Fox deals with the situation well, as does Trace Knievy, and Savannah McCarthy heads it down, but it's well taken under control by Paula Doran. Trace Knievy, firm challenge on Kelly Brennan on the far side. Kelly Brennan comes back in. Trace Knievy down the line to Ellie O'Flaherty, but overhit pass from Trace Knievy, and Kaylee Shine tries to get a clearance, just gets her foot caught in the turf though, and Aoife Thompson gets the ball under control, tries to dink it towards the back stick. Unfortunately there's nobody there. Aoife Thompson could have shot as Lindsay McKee gets it back into the area. Ellie O'Flaherty does well, shoulder perhaps. Referee Joe Hessian though is the man that counts, and he deems that it was a handball, and it will be a free kick to Athlone Town, who will survive another scare there, Ricky.
Yeah, great opportunity there for Aoife Thompson, and unfortunately I feel she just made the wrong decision. She should have taken it shot on at the first instance. She took a touch, and the option was taken away from her, and she ended up trying to cross it over to Lindsay McKee. Unfortunately, another chance that's gonna miss.
It has been a theme of the first half. Galway creating chances. They need to start taking them though, because Athlone are a willing team. A young and enthusiastic outfit. And they're very much in this game. Lucia Labota goes back to Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox looks up, has to go direct. Aoife Thompson under pressure from Kaylee Shine, perhaps a free, but play on. Fiona Ohms could have got a free herself there though, and Lucia Labota to Shauna Brennan, well cut out by Ali Hetherington, just into the game, but Lucia Labota makes a strong challenge. Fiona Ohms comes in, Labota does well to get it back to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy looks up, goes cross field. Ellie O'Flaherty puts Hetherington under pressure. Hetherington goes back to Niamh Coombs. Coombs' clearance finds Kelly Brennan, who gets it under control at the second attempt. Trace Kenevi just can't make a challenge. Brennan's attempted ball over the top, well dealt with though by Ciara Cormacan to Labota to Tessa Mullins. Kelly Brennan again though is a very, very lively player. Savannah McCarthy, firm challenge in the centre of the park by Savannah McCarthy. Tries to release Lindsay McKee. Can Lindsay McKee get there? But Lindsay McKee does well as Leah Brady's back pass was slightly undercooked and in nipped Lindsay McKee. Real striker's finish there, Ricky.
Yeah, fantastic finish. Savannah McCarthy, again the creator, won the ball, great vision, looked up, was just after giving a superb ball into Ellie O'Flaherty just before that, and decided to go the other direction this time. McKee anticipated what the defender was trying to do, nipped in and tucked it away brilliantly. Well done, Lindsay.
36th minute goal for Lindsay McKee. Really, really opportunistic finish to sense the danger and to sense that there was a chance there, and Lindsay McKee ruthlessly punished a moment in defensive hesitancy as Trace Kenevi clatters into Kelly Brennan, likely to be a yellow card. It is, and it'll be a free kick to Athlone Town in a promising position as several Athlone players go up from the back, including Zara Lawless. Paula Doran goes over, she might take it. Kaylee Shine and Zara Lawless up from the back. So Galway will have to deal with a threatening situation here. Paula Doran and Leah Brady, and Kayla Brady rather, stand over the ball. Looks like it's going to be Paula Doran that's going to take this free kick. It's a dangerous situation in tricky conditions. Paula Doran's delivery goes into the Galway box, but it's headed by Savannah McCarthy, who gets it away at the second attempt, helped on by Lindsay McKee. Aoife Thompson can't get it under control as Brady goes back to Robin Hetherington. Savannah McCarthy trying to release Aoife Thompson, puts Shine under pressure, good skill from Robin Hetherington, crafts a bit of space, but Shauna Fox is cool and calm, gets the ball to the feet of Aoife Thompson. Thompson to Ellie O'Flaherty. Tessa Mullins tries to dink it over the top. Ellie O'Flaherty makes a challenge on Robin Hetherington. It'll be a throw in to Galway midway through the Athlone Town half, to be taken by Therese Kenevi, the teenage fullback. To Tessa Mullins. Tommy Hewitt is out, pleading for a foul throw. It's given as a foul throw, and it'll be a throw in to be taken by Athlone Town left full Robin Hetherington. Galway lead here by 1-0, but Athlone are threatening with Kelly Brennan, who's tussles for possession there on the far side and wins a throw. Extremely lively for the visitors. Robin Hetherington again throws it down the line. Shauna Fox and Caitlin Keogh battle for possession. Fox does well to get the ball back to Amanda Budden, who feeds Ciara Cormacan. Ciara Cormacan, her clearance not controlled by Hetherington. Tessa Mullins to Ellie O'Flaherty, back to Tessa Mullins. Mullins goes back to Therese Kenevi, the right back, to Shauna Fox. Galway cool enough in possession. Shauna Fox to Ellie O'Flaherty, just can't get it down, hooks it into the centre of the park. Laboto and Aoife Thompson go and chase. Athlone clear the danger courtesy of Zara Lawless, and it'll be a throw in to be taken by Therese Kenevi as the interval approaches at Eamon DC Park. 1-0 to the home team. Billy Cleary's 4th season in charge. It's Therese Kenevi. Cleary has shown a real willingness to bring players through. And Lucia Laboto gets it under control, looks for Lindsay McKee, but it's well cut out by Leah Brady on this occasion. Goes back to Coombs. Her clearance is met by Shauna Fox's header. Shauna Brennan. The second attempt hooks it into the centre of the park, but Kayla Brady has Kelly Brennan wide on the left. Opts to go inside. Trace Knievy, though, should be able to get it. She gets there first, but it's still going to be a corner for Athlone Town. And Shine and Lawless will come up from the back, and on an evening like this evening, Ricky, set pieces will always be dangerous.
Well, of course, Keane, there seems to be a little bit of nervousness about the Galway back four there. They're concerned about the pace and the ability of the Athlone three that are playing up front. We just need to be a little bit more composed on the ball.
Getting to half time is key for the home team. It'll be a corner kick rather to be taken by Paula Doran. Doran's delivery goes into the area. Aoife Thompson hooks it up into the air. Amanda Budden comes and claims confidently. That's excellent goalkeeping from Amanda Budden. That was precisely what was required, because on a windy evening in the west, set pieces will always be a threat as the flags, the Galway and Irish flags behind the clubhouse goal, ripple with the wind. It's a sign that the wind is picking up as Aoife Thompson gives it to Lindsay McKee. McKee's first time effort, well saved by Niamh Coombs, but again the Galway front three, Ricky, Ellie O'Flaherty, Aoife Thompson and Lindsay McKee, there's always a threat when they're on the park.
Yeah, it's a very good combination play. Tonight's game seems to be the battle of the front threes. Athlone have a very exciting little young front three up there, and we have the experienced front three of Lindsay McKee, Aoife Thompson and Ellie O'Flaherty. They are combining very, very well, and once again create another opportunity there, Cian. Unfortunate for Lindsay, the keeper pulled off a good save.
Lindsay McKee with the corner.
Get in there.
Nearly taken under control by Tessa Mullins. Ellie O'Flaherty under pressure for Robin Hetherington. Could have been a corner. Some of the Galway players not too happy, but it will be a goal kick. And Athlone will be happy to have survived that scare themselves, but a crafty piece of play from Lindsay McKee. But in fairness to Athlone Town goalkeeper Niamh Coombs, she did well to claw the ball out for a corner. And there'll be a goal kick now to be taken by Niamh Coombs for Athlone Town. Their second game at this level. They lost on Saturday night narrowly to a fine Wexford Youths outfit. Savannah McCarthy climbs high in the centre of the park. Trace Knievy with the second header. Ellie O'Flaherty tries to get the ball back under control. Savannah McCarthy comes in to lend assistance. Hewitt has a pop on the far side. Not too happy with what happened, but Lindsay McKee tries to release. Aoife Thompson, well dealt with by Kaylee Shine, goes back to Zara Lawless, gives it out to Leah Brady, and that's excellent defensive play there from the visitors. Fiona Owens to Zara Lawless, eventually cleared by Kaylee Shine. Savannah McCarthy gets it under control, gives it to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins makes a bit of space. Lindsay McKee, but Paula Doran nips in, and that's excellent central midfield play from Paula Doran, using her experience well there as Athlone clear the danger. Shauna Brennan heads it down to Savannah McCarthy, the influential Savannah McCarthy, to Lindsay McKee, the goal scorer. Tries to release Ellie O'Flaherty on the far side, but Hetherington does enough to shepherd the ball out for a goal kick. But again, Savannah McCarthy's midfield play key for the home team in the centre of the park, providing leadership, experience and that bit of guile that is required. Niamh Coombs goes short and gets possession back, dinks it in to the centre of the park. Ciara Cormacan gets there and clears the danger. Ellie O'Flaherty heads it on. Aoife Thompson gets there ahead of Paula Doran. Back to Ellie O'Flaherty to Tessa Mullins. Tessa Mullins has a bit of space, but Doran does well to get back, and possession is eventually fed to Trace Knievy. Plays it across the pitch to Ciara Cormacan, and Fiona Owens gets it down and tries to release substitute Ali Hetherington under pressure from Shauna Brennan. Be a throw in to Athlone Town near halfway. Good contest thus far, entertaining opportunities at both ends. Galway lead by a goal to nil, but it has been extremely competitive. Ciara Cormacan might require some attention here. Her last clearance there, but I don't think I think she's okay. Referee Joe Hession checks. Ciara Cormacan, the Galway captain, is okay to continue. The throw-in taken below us by Leah Brady for Athlone Town. Throws it towards Caitlin Keogh. Caitlin Keogh towards Kayla Brady. Amanda Budden, though, as she's done on a couple of occasions, Ricky, is quick off her line and has dealt with those type of situations adequately.
That's the one great thing we've got this year. It's our great addition, should I say, is Amanda Budden, an international keeper. You know, she gives great confidence to our back four, to our team in general, and she has got a very, very safe pair of hands. She's having a fine game already this evening, showing a great command of her area. Little mistake at the beginning, but she settled down very well since.
A throw in on the far side as the interval edges closer to be taken by Robin Hetherington. Porrick de Burka retrieves the ball, gives it to Robin Hetherington, a man who played at the back for Knocknacarra FC for many years. It's Robin Hetherington throws it down the line. Trace Kneavy climbs high, gets a header to it, and Shauna Fox wisely puts it out towards Joe Keating's house beside Eamon DC Park, and that was a threatened situation. Throw in to be taken on the far side by Robin Hetherington again. Hetherington looks for Kayla Brady. Kayla Brady, attempted cross, well cut out by Savannah McCarthy.
Again, Savannah McCarthy, I mean, she has been fantastic here tonight. She's winning tackles, she's gaining possession, she's keeping possession, and she's creating chances. She's having a very, very fine game here tonight.
Every facet of midfield play that's required being shown by Savannah McCarthy, who's been good in and out of possession as Lindsay McKee breaks into the Athlone Town half. Good run from Lindsay McKee, but it must be said Leah Brady dealt with that situation very, very well too, and she deserves credit for the manner in which she stuck at that task. As referee Joe Hessian blasts the half-time whistle. Encouraging first half for the home team, Ricky, to lead 1-0. Billy Cleary will be satisfied at the break.
Billy will be very happy, to get that goal, because this new team from Athlone, they're a very young team, they're a very exciting team. They're playing it very, very simple. They're defending well. They're knocking the long ball up front to the players that have a little bit of magic in there, and they're being well supported by their midfield. They're not showing any bit of caution at all. They're going at this fully fledged, and they're doing very, very well. Our own team are playing some very exciting stuff, Keane. I like the Savannah McCarthy, how she's playing very, very strong in midfield. She's winning the ball, she's gaining possession, she's creating chances. Defensively, we were a little bit nervous, but we have settled down. Amanda has really kind of commanded that area, and she is encouraging our back four to settle down and calm down. Up front, our front three are playing very well. We just need to get in there in that 6-yard box where it hurts and finish those chances that we are creating. Our two fullbacks, young fullbacks, very exciting, doing very, very well, winning a lot of possession and really attacking their defence and causing problems for Athlone.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Good first half. Eamon DC Park, Galway Women's FC, they lead at 0-0. Please join us in a matter of moments for the second half, and thank you all for joining us this evening. Great to have football back at Eamon DC Park, and we look forward to the resume of action in a matter of moments. the second half. Galway Women's FC, Ricky, lead by a 1-0, and an important half coming up for the home team. 4 points have been pocketed, a draw with DLR Waves, a good away win against Bohemians rather. Crucial to get 7 points on the board, Ricky.
Oh, it's very, very important tonight that they finish this game out and get the win. Looking at Athlone there, they're out 5 minutes before Galway. They're keen, they're enthusiastic, they're really hungry for this game. So we gotta really knuckle down here in the first 5-10 minutes and try and put this game to bed. The wind is supposed to pick up in the next 15-20 minutes, Keane. So hopefully we can put this game to bed before conditions deteriorate.
Plenty to admire in the way Athlone have thundered into this game. Their approach to the game has been admirable. They've been worked very, very hard, and they have caused Galway problems.
I'm very impressed with them, very impressed with them. They're a young side, but as I said to you, Keane, we have 4 young players out there, Galway players, and they're out to impress tonight. They're also out to prove a point. So I was expecting this, but not quite as much as what they've of how well they've performed. But hopefully now we'll be able to settle down quickly and put another ball in the net and put this game to bed.
Crucial to get goals, and the person who is well able to get goals about to take the centre here, Aoife Thompson. 3 goals already this season, 2 on Saturday against Bohemians, following her crisp effort against DLR Waves in the opening game of the season. As referee Joe Hession's just about to get the game underway, checks with goalkeepers Niamh Coombs and Amanda Budden, and Aoife Thompson rolls the ball back to Savannah McCarthy, who quickly gets Galway on the front foot. Ellie O'Flaherty goes in chase, puts Hetherington under pressure. Good play from Ellie O'Flaherty. It's going to be a throw into Galway, and it shows deemed to be a foul throw by Ellie O'Flaherty, but nonetheless it just shows how the Galway front 3 have chased lost causes throughout this game. They profited when Lindsay McKee put them ahead in the 36th minute as Savannah McCarthy tries to release Lindsay McKee on the far side, but Leah Brady will take a throw in for Athlone Town. Throws in down the line looking for Kayla Brady. Savannah McCarthy, as she's done so often this evening, comes across to deal with the situation, slips a pass back to Shauna Fox, cut out by Robin Hetherington rather. Ciara Cormacan out to Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan always willing to get forward. Firm challenge from Leah Brady. Lindsay McKee gets it under control. Dipping right-footed shot, swerved in the wind, and Lindsay McKee will try those type of efforts, Ricky.
It was a great effort by Lindsay. Yeah, she likes to do that. She likes to cut in onto her right foot and curl the ball into the far corner. Just lacking a little bit of distance that time, but that was unfortunate, but a great effort.
Ellie O'Flaherty one-on-one with Robin Hetherington. Excellent work from Ellie O'Flaherty, and even better footwork. Right foot across from Ellie O'Flaherty into the area. Aoife Thompson! A header just over the bar. Smashing footwork from Ellie O'Flaherty. Aoife Thompson. Header just crept over, Ricky.
Yeah, superb footwork there again on the edge of the box. I thought she was actually going to cut inside herself, but she chose to come back out on the outside, but dinked in a beautiful little cross onto the head of Thompson and narrowly over the crossbar. Unfortunate, but again another chance gone amiss for Galway.
The wind picking up, and Galway appear to be backed by the wind, even if it is swirling a bit. But looking at the flags behind the goal, where the old shed used to be in the old Terryland Park, blowing towards the River Carib there, so the elements, when they come, should be favouring or backing the home team, as Athlone seek to break on the far side. Ali Hetherington, the substitute, and Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan does well to deny Athlone a corner. Be a throw in on the far side to be taken by, looks like, Leah Brady. Throws it down the line, goes out for a goal kick. Athlone protest, looking for a corner, but the officials quickly deem that it's a throw in, or a goal kick rather, to be taken for Galway by Amanda Budden, who instructs Shauna Brennan and Ciara Cormacan that she's going to go direct with this. And that's what happens. Amanda Budden's kick, Lucia Labota and Tessa Mullins help it on. Kayla Brady gets a bit of space and unleashes a left-footed shot. Amanda Budden not unduly concerned, but just a reminder that Athlone can pose problems here. Shauna Fox out from the back towards Ellie O'Flaherty. Kelly Brennan wins it back. Robin Hetherington and Savannah McCarthy again anchoring in superb fashion. To Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee tried a clever through ball towards Aoife Thompson. Well put out though by the Athlone Town defence. Kaylee Shine to Kayla Brady. Kayla Brady tries to put Caitlin Keogh away, but Shauna Fox was cool and calm. And her attempted pass to Ellie O'Flaherty eventually goes out for a throw in, taken by Robin Hetherington. Hetherington gets it down the line. Oh, does it? And Shauna Fox, following a pass from Trace Kennevy, gets it across to left full Shauna Brennan. Shauna Brennan down the line towards Lindsay McKee, just slightly overhit. But again, Galway's willingness to pass the ball out from the back is evident, and that's a really, really good sign of a team that they can play in tight situations. Well coached by Maz Sweeney and Billy Cleary, and it's brilliant to see young players such as Trace Kennevy and Shauna Brennan, teenagers, being integrated into the squad. Aoife Thompson somehow wriggles clear, gets into the area. It's going to be a free kick. Referee Joe Hessian was on the scene, gives a yellow card to Kaylee Shine, but Aoife Thompson is a really, really inventive footballer, always willing to hold the ball up and try to bring others into play. She can also score goals too. That's a key part of a striker's job. 3 already this season as Lindsay McKee is about to take a free kick. Testing conditions here at Eamon DC Park. It's not raining presently, but it's promised. Lindsay McKee in the area. You have Aoife Thompson, Ciara Cormican, Shauna Fox, Ellie O'Flaherty and Tessa Mullins on the edge. Savannah McCarthy and Lucille Boto. McKee's effort goes in and it shaves the woodwork at the back stick. Fantastic effort from Lindsay McKee. Ellie O'Flaherty gets a right foot across into the area. Niamh Coombs punches it away, and it's subsequently cleared away further by Kaylee Shine. Lucille Boto, lovely footwork from Lucille Boto, gets into the Athlone area. Kaylee Shine and Fiona Owens get it away. Another close chance there, Ricky, for the home team.
Oh, 2 fantastic efforts. I've seen Lindsay McKee taking free kicks there over the years and putting them in that far corner, and she was terribly unfortunate there just for it to come off the upright and back out into play. But superb recovery work by Ellie O'Flaherty, who beat the defender very easily again down this end line and put a superb cross into the box. But again, well dealt with by young Coombs and goals there. She did very, very well.
That's for sure. Niamh Coombs has performed very well between the sticks for Athlone Town, who tried to break themselves here, but Savannah McCarthy is quickly on the scene, gets a challenge. Aoife Thompson is alert, holds it up, tries to see what's on. And that's excellent strikers work from Aoife Thompson, who cool and calm and sensibly retains possession, and that's what Galway go back and they come forward again through Shauna Brennan. Lovely slide rule pass down the line to Tessa Mullins, who gives it back to Shauna Brennan. Her left foot across. Aoife Thompson gets there, clashes with Zara Lawless. Tessa Mullins tries to get across into the area. Put out by Kaylee Shine. It'll be a corner kick to the home team, as Zara Lawless might need some attention following that collision, but ultimately it will be a corner kick to Galway as we feel the wind rising here up in the gantry at the old stand on the Waterworks side of the ground. Beside us we have Mark McDonough and Robbie Crosby on camera duty, directing affairs Stephen Nocton, and the highly sought after figure of Vincent O'Connor, who has got this project underway. Corner taken by Lindsay McKee, and the ball in the area. Tessa Mullins to Ellie O'Flaherty. Ellie O'Flaherty eventually dispossessed by the hard-working Kelly Brennan. Kelly Brennan gets it away. Shauna Brennan and Caitlin Keogh collide. Caitlin Keogh does well. Caitlin Keogh is fouled by Shauna Brennan eventually, but Caitlin Keogh and Kelly Brennan continue to work very, very hard for the Athlone Town cause. It'll be a free kick. They get numbers up, including Fiona Owens, substitute Ali Hetherington. They're all deep in Galway territory now. Kayla Brady, and even Zara Lawless is coming up from the back here as a free kick will be taken by Paula Doran, the captain. Paula Doran had a stint in the United States of America. He's also played with Shamrock Rovers and DLR Waves, and is a Paula Doran free kick. Shauna Fox is putting Brady under pressure. Tessa Mullins and Kelly Brennan back to Hetherington. Hetherington's left foot across, hangs in the air, taken under control by Caitlin Keogh, who judged the flight of that well. And in this wind that's beginning to howl around Eamon DC Park, set pieces again, Ricky, will cause a threat.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with young Caitlin Keogh up front, number 9 for Athlone. She's shown great strength on the ball. She's tactically very good, and she's a dangerous player. We need to be very careful when she's around. That's
for sure. Good front players in the Athlone ranks as Niamh Coombs clears it down into the Galway half, headed away by Savannah McCarthy. Lucia Labota is dispossessed by Ali Hetherington, who tries to release Caitlin Keogh, but Ali Hetherington, a renowned hockey player, has played for Ireland at under 18 level. Old Alexander, very famous club, as Amanda Budden's kick out trickles all the way through towards Lindsay McKee, but Kaylee Shine puts the ball out for a throw in. Lindsay McKee thinks about the quick one, but waits for numbers to arrive. Shauna Brennan, lively as ever, is quickly there to look up and assess what is ahead of her on the pitch. She looks and throws it towards the feet, the jinking feet of Aoife Thompson. Thompson, Ellie O'Flaherty and Lindsay McKee have all shown glimpses of their skill here as Ciara Cormacan gets the ball into the Athlone box, but Niamh Coombs was alert and her kick out is quick. Shauna Fox out to Shauna Brennan. Lindsay McKee just can't get it under control. Galway just need to get control of the ball, maybe to stitch a couple of minutes of passing patterns together, because Athlone will look to go from back to front quickly. Niamh Coombs, Savannah McCarthy gets there first. Under pressure from Caitlin Keogh, Savannah McCarthy turns, tries to release. Lindsay McKee cut out by Leah Brady. Again, Savannah McCarthy heads it down, and Brady again comes in to make a firm challenge. Kaylee Shine helps it on. Savannah McCarthy, excellent header. As the ball pins around the centre of the park, Ciara Cormacan has to be alert to deny Caitlin Keogh, and then shows a bit of class to come away from that situation and retain possession, giving it to Shauna Brennan. Ali Hetherington came in with a tackle. It's important, Ricky, that Galway get the ball down on the deck and maintain their passing rhythm that was shown in the first half.
Yeah, Keane, we just seem to be rushing our attacks there a little at the moment. We're making a change now there, Keane. Looks like Ellie O'Flaherty's coming off and Lucia Lobato. Yeah, two girls worked very, very hard. So Billy Cleary's looking to freshen it up now. And he's introducing, looks like Maeve de Burke and Jamie Turrentine. Is that correct, Keith?
Yeah, we're looking at 4 substitutions, I think, here, because Ciara Cormacan, Lucia Lobato, Ellie O'Flaherty and Tessa Mullins all seem to have departed the fray. I think we have Maeve de Burke, we have Sinead Donovan, Jamie Turrentine, and we're just trying to figure the 4th substitution here, but 4 players.
Ciara Cormacan seems to be.
Ciara Cormacan has gone off, yeah. Maeve de Burke appears to be at the back alongside Shauna Fox. We'll just quickly go with the play. Savannah McCarthy tries to release Lindsay McKee. The 4 players, Aisling Meany as well, seems to be on the right here in front of us, Ricky. So correct, we've Aisling Meany, Maeve de Burke, Jamie Turrentine, all
and
Sinead Donovan have all replaced Ciara Cormacan, Ciara Cormacan, Lucia Lobato and Ellie O'Flaherty. They've all gone off for Galway as Shauna Fox looks up. Shauna Fox looking for Aoife Thompson. Seems to be the same approach Ricky, though, doesn't seem to be any change in formation. Sinead Donovan seems to be tucking in the centre of the park with Jamie Turntine, with Savannah McCarthy holding.
They just look like direct substitutions made for each player. Very similar type players. Ashley Meany has come on for Ellie O'Flaherty here on the right. Very, very similar. Quick, very skillful, and a good eye for goal. Sinead Donovan and Jamie Turntine have come into midfield, and Maeve are a very experienced player at the back, hopefully to shore up things at the back. One thing I noticed, Keane, we just seem to be rushing the play. We seem to be rushing it. We need to get our foot on the ball and just build it up a little bit more patiently, so that we're not giving the possession away as readily as what we are.
The 4 substitutions, Ricky, obviously haven't gone so long without competitive action to have 3 games maybe in the space of 10 days or so. That's probably Billy's thinking there, to just freshen it up with 4 new bodies coming onto the field.
Of course it is. He's very astute, Billy, so he would have recognised that there was a potential there with these games that maybe the girls that were playing might pick up a little slight injury or a niggle. So just to keep everybody fresh, keep everybody on their toes, and keep everybody hungry, he's added in these 4 girls.
1-0 Galway lead. Throw in here to be taken on the old stand side of the pitch by today's Knievy. Well done from Jamie Turntine. Clever skill from Jamie Turntine, left-footed player, and Athlone get it under control. Knievy has to be alert. Sinead Donovan, skillful player, just can't get it up down there though, but it's assisted by Savannah McCarthy, who tries to dig out a left-footed crossfield pass. There will be a throw-in to be taken by Leah Brady for Athlone Town, who trail by a 0-0 to Kayla Brady. Back to Doran. It's cut out by Maeve de Burka. Paula Doran, an experienced player there in the centre of the park for Athlone, and she's come into the game quite well in this second half. Galway just not playing with the same fluency as Savannah McCarthy. A direct ball over the top causes problems. Niamh Coombs gets there ahead of Aoife Thompson, and Shauna Brennan tries to win possession back for Galway as Athlone eventually clear the danger. Kaylee Shine headed down by Shauna Fox. Jamie Turntine gets there, gets it out wide to Aisling Meany. Aisling Meany tries to skip inside, and that she does. Makes a bit of space. A lively player, Aisling Meany. Lovely little pass towards Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee shot. Some of the Galway players plead for a corner, but it'll be a goal kick. Referee Joe Hession wasn't too far away from the action. Quickly decides that it's a goal kick, but that was an encouraging moment, and there was a bit of passing movement there, Ricky, for the last couple of moments.
Again, it just looks like we've looked to get the ball down on the ground again. Aisling Meany taking control of it, having a run at the defence. They do look shaky when we run directly at them, so hopefully we'll get a bit more of that from our front attacking players.
Maeve de Burka puts Caitlin Keogh under pressure. Maeve de Burka capped over 50 times for the Republic of Ireland. Cross on the right from Ali Hetherington, well cut out by Trace Knievy. Savannah McCarthy at the second attempt gets possession and slips a left-footed pass to left foot. Shauna Brennan goes back inside to Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy looked to find Lindsay McKee, but it'll be a throw-in quickly taken by Leah Brady to Kayla Brady. Kayla Brady tries to switch. Kelly Brennan, firm challenge from Trace Knievy. Good to see such commitment from the teenage fullback against a former colleague, Shauna Fox. Into the feet of Sinead Donovan. Donovan to Trace Knievy. Cut out by Kaylee Shine, Savannah McCarthy and Kayla Brady. Clash. Kayla Brady does ever so well. Gets into Galway territory. Ball goes to Caitlin Keogh, but a good challenge from Maeve de Burka. Goes wide left to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee's pass is ambitious. Aisling Meany has pace, just can't get there in front of the clubhouse at Eamon DC Park. But Lindsay McKee is always trying something inventive.
It was a great idea, great vision, just a little overcooked that pass was, but she showed great awareness of where her colleague was on the opposite side of the pitch.
That has been a feature of the game thus far. It's Shauna Brennan, who has been prominent again at left full for Galway, drives forward into the centre of the park. Perhaps a free call for from the bench, but play on to Joe Hession and Jamie Turrentine under pressure from Ali Hetherington. Jamie Turrentine back to Maeve de Burka. Maeve de Burka hooks it into the Galway half. It'll be a free kick following a foul on Maeve de Burka, and it's good to see her back in action following a slight injury. Key figure in the Galway WFC story in recent years, has played several clubs in several different countries and has had a really interesting sporting career, Maeve de Burka. It's good to still see her wearing maroon. Another Republic of Ireland international, Niamh Fahey, this week announced as the captain of Liverpool. What a sporting family she comes from in Killannon. As Sinead Donovan tries to get it under control, comes to Lindsay McKee, unleashes a right footed shot, blocked by Kaylee Shine. Shauna Brennan tries to get towards the end line, but Kaylee Shine has been safe and solid at the back for Athlone Town. Her clearance goes as far as Savannah McCarthy. McCarthy to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee tries to get inside, and the ball comes back to Lindsay McKee. Touch of fortune there, but Lindsay McKee inside towards Aoife Thompson, but Doran comes in. Caitlin Keogh to Kayla Brady, back to Paula Doran, and Therese Knievy. There's a pocket pick by Kelly Brennan. Savannah McCarthy though comes to lend assistance, supplies a pass for Sinead Donovan, goes to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee to Maeve de Burka. Good clever pass from Maeve de Burka to Sinead Donovan. Sinead Donovan tries a reverse pass, and it's a really inventive pass from Sinead Donovan to Aoife Thompson, and it's deflected off Fiona Owens, but that was such smart work from Sinead Donovan. Showed some brilliant touches against DLR Waves here, and that was another clever reverse pass, Ricky.
That was a fantastic move by Sinead Donovan. Showed great awareness of Aoife Thompson's move into the box, and it was a superb reverse pass into her pathway, and a great ball across the box.
Great to see such skill as Lindsay McKee stands over the corner, two hands up in the air. Shauna Fox is up from the back. She climbs high, but Niamh Coombs palms it down. Sinead Donovan snapshot is eventually hooked away by Paula Doran, the Athlone Town captain. Perhaps a foul there on Aisling Meany, but Ali Hetherington scampers into the Galway half, faced by Therese Knievy here. Knievy stands her ground. Hetherington tries to find Caitlin Keogh, but it's cut out by Jamie Turrentine, and the ball is worked out wide right to Aisling Meany. Aisling Meany down the line towards Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson puts Zara Lawless under pressure. Aoife Thompson does well to get there first, but just can't get the ball under control against Zara Lawless. It'll be a throw in to be taken by left full Robin Hetherington for Athlone Town. No, Lawless is actually going to take it, and Lawless throws it down the line. It's Ali Hetherington. Hetherington tries to release her colleague, but Shauna Fox comes in, and Aisling Meany. Good challenge there from Robin Hetherington to Kayla Brady. Kayla Brady to Kaylee Shine. Kaylee Shine at Athlone go from back to front quickly, and Kelly Brennan is a threatening player. Maeve de Burka comes across, makes a challenge. Legs seem to get caught in the challenge, hobbling there for a second, but I think Maeve is okay. She is. And Maeve de Burka gets back to her feet, and Amanda Budden looks up, assesses her options, sees what's on, has to go direct. And Aoife Thompson will battle here with Lawless.
Oh, pushing the back.
Turrentine tries to clip it over the top. Kaylee Shine is under pressure from Aoife Thompson, but Kaylee Shine clearance goes as far as Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy back to Shauna Fox. Shauna Fox looking for Lindsay McKee, just can't get it under control. Flag is up here on the near side anyway, would have been offside. It's going to be a free kick to Athlone Town.
Yeah, Kaylee Shine has had an excellent game so far, keen at the centre of that back four for Athlone. She's been very strong.
She takes a free kick. Shauna Brennan is alert and does well. However, for Shine again. Clears the danger. Trace Kneavy gets it under control. Trace Kneavy's pass is ambitious, but it was an intelligent one. Put out well by Robin Hetherington. And Lawless makes a good switch to Kelly Brennan, who's now seems to be operating on the right for a matter of moments to Leah Brady. Leah Brady looks inside for Caitlin Keogh. Back to Leah Brady. Caitlin Keogh. Substitute Ali Hetherington was on the right, now on the left. Leah Brady tries to get the ball into the area, and Amanda Budden takes the sting out of it. A few seconds are gone from the clock as Amanda Budden looks up, looking for Lindsay McKee, we suspect. That's the route she goes midway through the second half in the 24th minute now. Just about to go into the 25th minute. On the left, Lindsay McKee gets across to the back stick. Aisling Meany just can't get there. It's a good cross from Lindsay McKee, Ricky.
Yeah, again, we seem to have changed our tactics slightly, Keane, there. Amanda Budden is kicking a lot more long. She's not using her fullbacks as much or midfielders as much. She seems to be going a lot more direct. Now, it is working. McKee has got on the ball and she's winning the ball, and she's put a fantastic cross into the box again. Really, it's a pity Aisling Meany didn't anticipate the cross and get in there on the far stick. We really need to start putting the ball in the net and put this game to bed.
Double substitution here for Athlone Town. Off go captain Paula Doran, who was given the captain's armband to Kayla Brady. Also gone off is number 11 Robin Hetherington, who played well at left full. They've been replaced by Amy Hinman. And just looking to check the other substitution as Shauna Fox comes in. Trace Kneavy hooks it away. Shauna Fox down the line towards Aisling Meany. Aoife Harron, the other substitute for Athlone Town, number 16, as Aisling Meany just can't get the required cross into the area. Eve Coombs has a spare ball behind the goal, and she quickly gets the action back underway. Out towards Kelly Brennan. Shauna Brennan gets there first. Lindsay McKee unleashes a right-footed shot. And it's an absolute thunderbolt from Lindsay McKee, your second of the evening. What a finish, Ricky.
Outstanding. A lot of credit has to go to young Shauna Brennan, who intercepted that ball, anticipated where it was going to land. But what a goal from McKee. She just turned on it, didn't even take a touch, looked up, knew instinctively where the goal was, and let fly with her right, burying it into the top corner. Hopefully now this will help our team relax and get a firm grip on this game and put it to bed early in the second half.
Shauna Brennan, an excellent challenge there. Lindsay McKee, ever the opportunist, saw that there was a chance on, and she unleashed a blistering shot that rattled the Athlone net to put Galway 2 to the good. 2 goals for Lindsay McKee. Trace Kneavy back to Amanda Budden. Amanda Budden's clearance will go out for a throw in here on the old stand side of Eamon DC Park. It will be taken by substitute Amy Hinman, who looks down the line looking for Hetherington, but Trace Kneavy clears the danger. Aoife Thompson at the second attempt nearly gets there. Lawless comes across. Jamie Turntine helps it on into the Athlone Town half, and Leah Brady gets the ball into Galway territory, but Shauna Fox has been commanding at the back, gives it to Jamie Turntine. Turntine's pass out towards Lindsay McKee. 2 goals for Lindsay McKee this evening. Lindsay McKee looking for Sinead Donovan, cut out well by Fiona Owens, and Athlone try to build a substitute. Harron tries to get possession. It's eventually gathered by Kaylee Shine, who gives it to Leah Brady, out to Fiona Owens. Athlone, good to see them operating in the League of Ireland level, in the Women's National League. Second game, Sinead Donovan, right-footed shot is ambitious, but it wasn't too far away, Ricky.
Unlucky, very unlucky by young Sinead Donovan. Again showing great awareness of her position on the pitch. Turned around, got her head up and saw the opportunity on the far stick. Very unfortunate not to tuck that away. It's great to see now that our midfield are pushing up alongside our front players, and there's a bit more linkage there. We were becoming a little bit too disjointed there for a while, but it's beginning to link up again.
Sign of a good team that they can respond, and that's what Galway did. They got a second goal just when they could have been under a bit of duress, because Athlone seemed to be, while they weren't crafting too many chances, were beginning to gain in confidence, it seemed, as Fiona Owens comes in across the pitch under pressure from Sinead Donovan and Lindsay McKee. But Owens eventually works the ball to Leah Brady. They throw in for the home team. Shauna Brennan looks up. Sinead Donovan is one potential option, and that's where it goes to Sinead Donovan. Sinead Donovan's clever pass towards Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson gets there ahead of Niamh Coombs. Trickles across the goal line. So unfortunate there that Aoife Thompson didn't add to her account. 3 goals already this season, and that was smart play from Sinead Donovan and Aoife Thompson, Ricky.
Oh, fantastic. Aoife Thompson showed great alertness there to get in on the end of that. In fact, she could have even got a penalty.
Lovely football being played by the home team. Again, Sinead Donovan, Lindsay McKee, Ellie O'Flaherty, who was on the pitch, Aisling Meany, Aoife Thompson. Plenty of good, talented, attacking players in the Galway ranks. 4 goals were scored in the capital on Saturday against Bohemians. 2 have been scored this evening. Change here coming at right full. Trace Kenevi is going off. It looks like Aoife Walsh coming into the fray, but Trace Kenevi can be very, very satisfied with another accomplished evening's work, Ricky.
An excellent game by the young girl from Oughterard. She showed great maturity there at right back, anticipating the attack on several occasions, and her distribution was fantastic. But we have a very experienced player with Aoife Thompson there coming into the fray now. I'm sure Billy is very, very confident that she'll fill in without any disruption to that back four.
One feature of this team, Ricky, is the fact that the spread of players from all parts of Galway. It's a really, really encouraging thing that the game, I suppose, has improved drastically in the past. Opportunities are afforded to girls and boys from all corners of Galway.
Look, it's fantastic, Cian. I've seen, as I said earlier, I've seen a lot of these girls come through the ranks with the Galway FA playing Gaynor Cup, and it's great to see that they've matured up to this standard. The other thing that's fantastic about this squad is that we have huge strength in depth. You know, we made changes there, 5 changes, and there's not a difference to the standard or level of play.
That's key in these times, to have that depth, because in a season the resources will be examined, and if Billy Cleary can leave Eamon DC Park this evening with 7 points in the account, the Cladaman will be very, very happy, because this Galway team and this project, if you want to call it that, has been building for quite some time. As Ricky mentioned previously, the likes of Nigel Keeley, Don O'Riordan all played their part in raising the standards. The 10th season of the Women's National League in Ireland, Galway have been represented for 7 or 8 of those, and significant strides have been made, and it's good to see a Galway team winning at a national level. Underage success is encouraging, but it's good to see them operating at this level, as Aisling Meany, left-footed cross, is cut out in the area by Athlone Town to be a throw in deep in the Athlone half. Aisling Meany quickly to Aoife Walsh, the substitute, just into the game. Aoife Walsh, good skill from Aoife Walsh, tries to get it along the deck, but it's cut out by Zara Lawless. Galway, Savannah McCarthy thought about taking the quick one. Shauna Fox wisely provided advice. At the second attempt, deemed to have fouled Kayla Brady. It'll be a free kick to be taken by Zara Lawless for Athlone Town, who are showing a willingness to attack now. 2-0 down, and they need to get something quickly to get back into this game, as Sinead Donovan corrects the ball back to Aoife Walsh to Amanda Budden. Amanda Budden's pass is slightly overhit, and Kelly Brennan under pressure now from Maeve de Burka, who does ever so well to win possession back for the home team. Maeve de Burka used all her guile there, Ricky.
Experience there, vast knowledge of the game. You know, shepherded the young attacker out, gave her no angle, and just took the ball off her in the end. I mean, fantastic work by Maeve.
52 times capped Republic of Ireland international Maeve de Burka is hosting a summer camp out in with Barn and Afurbica this week, and what an ambassador Maeve de Burke has been for the ladies' game, for Galway and for sport in general, and it's brilliant to see her back in action as Fiona Owens throw in goes towards Caitlin Keogh under pressure from Maeve de Burke again, using all that guile to win the ball back, cut out by Leah Brady, Savannah McCarthy, another influential figure for Galway to Aisling Meany. Aoife Walsh is outside her, but Meany goes inside and slips a pass to Sinead Donovan. Things can happen when Sinead Donovan is on the pitch, but her attempt to pass is put out on this occasion, but Donovan is a very, very skillful player. Savannah McCarthy, industrious in the centre of the park, slips a very intelligent ball down the line to Aisling Meany. Aisling Meany gets into the Athlone area. Aisling Meany, can she dig it out under her feet? Just tries to find turn-time, but good work from Kaylee Shine for Athlone Town. Come out from the back, and Caitlin Keogh gets it under control. She has Kelly Brennan wide right. Caitlin Keogh opts to shoot, and Amanda Budden isn't unduly fussed, but again Caitlin Keogh, sharp operator up front, Ricky.
Strong on the ball, technically very, very good. For where the goal is, and unfortunately for her, she didn't catch it just well enough that time. But she's a very, very good young player.
Athlone have changed around slightly. Katie Shine has now come into the midfield in the last couple of moments. Fiona Owens, her right foot across, goes into the area. Amanda Budden, though, deals with the situation. Seems that Fiona Owens has gone back to right full. Kaylee Shine into the centre of the park. Leah Brady is now partnering Lawless at the back again. Kayla Brady, who has worked very hard for the visitors this evening. Savannah McCarthy, though, remains a key figure in this game, anchoring the Galway midfield. Throw in taken to Caitlin Keogh to Kaylee Shine, right foot shot, good save from Amanda Budden, and Kaylee Shine, who was very, very impressive at the back, has been prominent in the centre of the park in the last matter of minutes, Ricky.
Yeah, she's Tommy has made a little tactical change now there. He's pushed her on into the middle of the park to try and advance on Galway. Again, a very strong player who had a good effort on goal there. But Amanda Budden, well placed, very, very safe hands, and very confident in goal.
10 minutes of normal time remain. Sinead Donovan dispossessed by the Athlone Town midfield. Keela Brady's attempted pass cut out by Shauna Brennan, but one of the substitutes, and she's tidy player Aoife Harron, gives it out to Kelly Brennan. Her dipping shot goes wide at the far stick, but Galway, it's important, Ricky, in these closing stages not to become too complacent, because 2-0 can be a dangerous lead.
We've just given possession away recklessly there in midfield the last couple of moves, and Athlone have been quite clinical once they've got possession, and they've really worked it up to create good goal scoring opportunities. And again there, young Kelly Brennan getting in with an effort. We need to be careful here.
Athlone now with 4-3-3. Kelly Brennan on the right, Caitlin Keogh and Ali Hetherington out here on the left, all pushed on, and they want to get something from this game. Tommy Hewitt's team, another gutsy performance from Athlone. They were eventually outfoxed by Wexford on Saturday evening. Kelly Brennan again fouled there. The home team can have no complaints. Yellow card for Savannah McCarthy. A free kick to Athlone Town. Lawless is coming up from the back. Kaylee Shine is not too far away from the equation, but it looks like that it could be Lawless who might have an effort at goal here. Zara Lawless, she's has the ball under control as Joe Hessian put Savannah McCarthy's name into his book to mark the yellow card, and it'll be a free kick, maybe 27 or so yards.
Kelly Brennan is free.
So Zara Lawless looks up. Plenty of Athlone players on the edge of the Galway box as Zara Lawless
It's free.
shoots low, shoots hard, goes wide though, Ricky, and again it's important that these type of situations are avoided by the home team.
Kelly Brennan came into the line there at the edge of the box, and Shauna Fox picked her up, but then young Keogh got free, and she was just almost inches away from getting her head on the end of that cross. We need to be vigilant when we have set pieces against us. We need to pick up the dangerous players.
It's important that Galway get the ball down on the deck for the last few minutes here as Aisling Meany releases Jamie Turntine. Can she get there ahead of Niamh Coombs? In fairness to Niamh Coombs, has performed very well in goals for Athlone Town, and Niamh Coombs was quickly off her line. Kick out is direct, headed away by Savannah McCarthy. Turntine gets it down. Lindsay McKee, 2 goals to her credit this evening, to Sinead Donovan. Sinead Donovan, what a pass from Sinead Donovan. Really intelligent player, joy to watch. Sinead Donovan just couldn't get it under control, but what an ambitious pass there from Sinead Donovan, Ricky.
Fantastic. Again, showing great vision and great alertness as to where Aoife Thompson was moving to. Unfortunate not to put it away.
Kaylee Shine has drifted into a trading position wide on the right, gets across into the area. Kayla Brady just can't get there. Ali Hetherington crosses. Sinead Donovan, half clearance. Athlone Town get the ball back in through Amy Hidman. Shot from another substitute, Aoife Harron, but it drifts wide. Again though, the Athlone substitutes have shown a willingness to get into the game, and another threatening situation that could have led to problems there, Ricky.
Like as I said earlier, Keane, these girls are out there to impress tonight. They're out there fighting for positions. The young girls who have come on as substitutes are fighting for their place next week. So we need to be very, very careful here. They're showing great energy out there on the pitch, so we need to match that.
Closing stages at Eamon DC Park. Athlone on the attack. Kayla Brady passes to Kaylee Shine, who has been influential. Good crossfield delivery from Aoife Harron out towards Kelly Brennan. Kelly Brennan manages to get across into the area, and Amanda Button does well to gather at the front stick. Look towards Aoife Thompson in attack. Thompson has battled hard, nearly gets it under control. Lawless, Donovan collide. Substitute Hinman into another substitute, Harron, and Hinman and Harron have shown good touches. Kelly Brennan has certainly done that too, and she skips inside, left-footed shot, drifts out. Some instructions towards her colleagues, because Amanda Button, the goalkeeper, knows that only a matter of moments remain here as the rain pours down at Eamon DC Park, and this storm Ellen that is brewing is on the way, Ricky.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it, but there's also a storm coming from Athlone at the moment. Athlone ladies, they're doing very, very well. I'm just worried a little bit about Savannah McCarthy. She worked tirelessly throughout this game, but she looks a little bit weary now, and Athlone midfield seem to be getting on top.
Athlone, certainly a lively team as Amanda Button clears to Aisling Meany. Aisling Meany has aced a burn. She gets into Athlone territory. Tries to evade. Lawless. Was a free kick. Referee Joe Hessian opts to give a free out and books Aisling Meany, much to the amazement of Billy Cleary on the far side. Seemed to be a free kick there, but Billy Cleary not too happy with that decision. And from this vantage point, it certainly seemed as if it was a free.
I'm amazed, Keane. I thought she just got her shoulder out in front of the defender there, Lawless, and I believe she was. I thought it was a free kick.
Free kick to be taken by Niamh Coombs. Aisling Meany booked for simulation. Hinman goes down the line. Aoife Walsh towards Aoife Thompson. Aoife Thompson maybe a push in the back, but Aoife Thompson at the second attempt does well, under pressure. Aoife Thompson, that's brilliant forward play from Aoife Thompson. Tries to take on Lawless and does so well into Lindsay McKee on a hat-trick. Gives it back to Aoife Walsh. Her effort is high over the bar, but Aoife Thompson's work rate evident once more, Ricky.
Yeah, Eva Thompson has been brilliant tonight. She's worked very, very hard. She did very well there. Gave a great ball into McKee, who miskicked it, but then showed great awareness of where Aoife Walsh was and set her up with great composure. Unfortunately, Aoife just leaned back and put it over the bar.
Sinead Donovan looks up.
This looks.
And it's a good and smart effort from Sinead Donovan, who isn't afraid to shoot, and from 35 yards in these type of conditions with rain pouring down, a howling wind, it was worth an attempt as Athlone seek to build again. Lawless to Brady. Brady under pressure from McKee, who scored 2 goals for the home team. Savannah McCarthy to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee to Jamie Turrentine. Jamie Turrentine to Shauna Brennan as Kelly Brennan comes back to assist Kaylee Shine, who can be very satisfied with her evening's work for Athlone Town. Kaylee Shine in a number of positions to Kayla Brady. Kayla Brady pass, though doesn't reach its intended target, and it will be a throw-in to Shauna Brennan in the dying embers of this game. Athlone about to make another substitution. Off goes been a very hard-working player for Athlone this evening. Also gone off is Kayla Brady. They're replaced by number 12, Orla White, and the other substitute into an attacking position is number 18, Sinead Farrell. Athlone need to get a goal back quickly if they're to leave Eamon DC Park with anything. And it's Kelly Brennan under pressure from Savannah McCarthy. Savannah McCarthy is foul, and that's really from Savannah McCarthy, who has been influential.
Savannah McCarthy has been fantastic this evening. She's put in a great shift. She has worked tirelessly, winning possession, governing that midfield, and shown great awareness with her.
Shauna Brennan, they're assisted by the likes of Amanda Button and Savannah McCarthy, who by plenty of experience also made the work out. So nice mix in this Galway team. It's good that points could be pocketed from the opening 3 games, which will represent a satisfactory start. It's important to get points on the board early as referee Joe Hession instructs Fiona Owens to go back to take the throw in. Owens' throw in goes down the line, cut out by Sean Brennan. Savannah McCarthy puts Kate Shine. Kelly Brennan. Lovely skill from Kelly Brennan. Goes out to Sinead Farrell. Sinead Farrell faced by Shauna Brennan. Sinead Farrell back to Kelly Brennan. Low. Plenty of good footballers. Kaylee Shine under pressure from Turrentine. Leave the Burka. Does enough to clear the ball down the line. It'll be a throw in to be taken by Fiona Owens. Fiona Owens' throw in headed away by Lindsay McKee, who scored goals in either half, and ultimately Lindsay McKee's 2 goals are the reason Galway WFC lead Athlone Town by 2 goals to 0. Katie Shine back to Zara Lawless. Adds to the clearance, but it only goes as far as Leah Brady. Her cross is cut out again by Shauna Fox, who has sufficient time to clear the danger, but again Athlone seek to get the ball back deep into Galway territory. Shauna Brennan to Lindsay McKee. Lindsay McKee looking for Aoife Thompson over the top, cut out by Zara Lawless. It's held on by Leah Brady. Sinead Donovan. Sinead Donovan's gives Ashton nearly something to chase. That's what she does, and Coombs has no option. Such a narrow angle to clear the ball towards the goal stand side at Eamon DC Park. The dying members of this game, Galway lead by 2 goals to 0. Amanda Button. Go back towards the box. No danger, trickles through. Ashley Meany decides to go and chase Lawless. Takes it away, and Lawless pass to Lindsay McKee, who scored 2. Can she complete the hat-trick, Lindsay McKee?
Yes!
Lindsay McKee, 3 goals. And that's the class of Lindsay McKee and the intelligent football of Sinead Donovan all rolled into one there, Ricky.
That was wonderful, wonderful play. Donovan, again, she's very composed on the ball, shot a great little ball through to McKee. And when Lindsay McKee gets in those positions, she rarely ever misses. She just gets her head up, looks in, and tucks it away nice and gently into the corner of the net. Pure mark of an excellent striker. Very composed on front of goal. Well done, Lindsay McKee.
Credit too to another substitute, Ashley Meany, who chased the last cause, and it eventually led to a mistake in the Athlone defence. Sinead Donovan, who has supplied some splendid passes this evening, provided the assist there for Lindsay McKee, who gets the hat-trick. Her evening's efforts deserve here, and Galway lead by 3-0, courtesy of 3 Lindsay McKee efforts. Fiona Owens, right foot across, put out by Jamie Turntine. Joe Hession, the referee, thought about blowing the full-time whistle. That's exactly what he does now, and the evening ends in a satisfactory win for the home team, who now climb on to 7 points, 2 wins and a draw from their opening 3 games. Billy Cleary will be happy with that, Rick.
Oh, he has to be delighted with that. All credit to Athlone too, though, Keane. Tommy Hewitt must be very, very happy with his young side. They showed great character there. They battled well. But class of Galway told in the end were very composed throughout. They lost their way a little bit through the second half. But then again, once the chances arose, Lindsay McKee was there to tuck them away. And fair play to Lindsay. She had an excellent game. But the whole team did very well overall.
That's a sign of a good team though, Ricky, because it must be said that for spells in the second half, Galway weren't passing the ball with the fluidity that they had managed in the first half, but still they kept at it, and eventually their perseverance was rewarded with the 2 late goals from Lindsay McKee.
Yeah, well, that often happens, Keane, when you make substitutions. Especially he made was it 4 substitutions at once. It can happen that you might lose your way for a little bit. You might lose your composure a little bit. But it didn't take them long to settle back down again. It didn't take them long to recognise what was going wrong and just to settle on it, get the ball down and start passing it. They tended to kick the ball on, which created a gap between the midfield and the front players. But once they started getting the ball low and passing amongst themselves, that gap tightened. And once the gap tightened, it created a bit more fluidity. It was they were able to pass it a bit better. They were able to create more chances. And as I said, once the chance arose for Lindsay McKee, no better person to finish that chance.
Encouraging times overall. There's a nice blend of youth and experience in this Galway team. You see the likes of Trace Kenevi, Shauna Brennan. Then at the opposite end, we have experienced players: Maeve de Burka, Amanda Budden, Savannah McCarthy, of course, in the centre of the park. It's a good Galway team that's being developed here.
It's a fantastic squad. Therese Kenevi and Shauna Brennan were superb tonight for 2 such young players with such very little experience at this level. They look like they've been in the team for the last 3-4 years. And then you look at the likes of Maeve de Burka, who just comes in, slots in, settles the whole thing down. But all credit must go to Savannah McCarthy tonight. She was excellent. We had her here a number of years back under Don O'Reilly. She was superb for us then. She got an opportunity to go off and play in Glasgow, and she did that, but she's obviously gained a huge amount of experience over there. She's come back here. She played with Cork last year in the league. Was an outstanding player for them, but I think she saw that Galway were the team if she wanted to advance and if she wanted to do better and if she wanted to win silverware. I think with her in the squad, we have a great chance of doing well this year. She was magnificent in the tackle. She won nearly every tackle. She commanded that midfield. She encouraged the younger players. Her distribution was fantastic. She's a superb player.
Finally, Ricky, Billy Cleary has, before the start of the season, has stated his target is to get into the top 3 in this WNL. It seems a realistic challenge.
Oh, without doubt, it's not beyond reach to get into the top 3. In fact, secretly, I would think and I would believe that Billy is hoping to get some silverware along that road this year, be it in the cup or the league. even. Maybe the league might be a little bit too far away yet. We don't know. With a little bit of luck, it could happen for us. But I would hope that this team, with a little bit of luck, could do well in the cup, and we might get a little bit of trophy or silverware this year, for all the effort that's been put in. Not alone with the coaching staff, but with the committee members over the last number of years, who's put in a huge amount of effort, and of course the girls themselves.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Ricky O'Flaherty. It was a pleasure to have you up here alongside us here in the gantry, a man that has served Galway United and St Patrick's Athletic cause. It was always a pleasure to watch Ricky Riverdance O'Flaherty, as he was famously known during his playing days. It was always a pleasure to watch Ricky, so it was lovely to share this evening's game with him too. But we thank you all for joining us. It's an encouraging time. It's brilliant to have competitive football back at Eamon DC Park in these deeply uncertain times, but nonetheless it's lovely to have had a good competitive match here on the Dyke Road. And at the end, Galway Women's FC, they beat Athlone Town, who we salute for their hard-working performance, but it's Galway Women's FC who prevail on a 3-0 scoreline. Thank you all for joining us this evening.